Okay, so I'm buying the euro on pullbacks here. Last night, this is Asia here. The Asian part of this. Bring my recorder up. Okay, so here is the Asian session. Breakout, pull back, you buy. Here's where they're trapping the breakout traders. So the big banks are tricking people. I could see no nonsense is up to 124,000 people in the last Q&A. There was 13 thumbs down, and some guy said, "Hey, no, what's with the thumbs down, man?" And he said, if you can, Lee Iacocca, if you can find a better car, buy it. So I made a comment there. I'm waiting to get filled here on limits that I've already placed. The cash out point was up here. I think it's obvious. On the 4-hour chart, that is. Okay. Once again, I can't buy a new recorder, I think. It's like the worst designed. So look at the 4-hour chart. Tells it all. So we cashed out up into here. Why do we sell up here? Because see this little rooftop? There's sellers there. We already had the cash outs built in. Then after that we buy the pullbacks. Pretty simple, huh? A little too simple, I'm afraid. So looking at the 124,000 people that have signed up for no nonsense because they want to escape reality, I think. The drug of choice. The fact that the markets are simple and all your complexity worship and all your filters are just giving you a fucking headache. If you go to the no nonsense channel. Oh, jeez. I accidentally closed it here. Should be hard to get back. Let's take a gander to that. If you go to the no nonsense Discord, here I'm going to buy some at the market now. With tight stops, 5 pips. It's 8:37 a.m. So the stocks are going to open up in less than an hour, and we're going to be long into the stocks, and we're going to take out this 100-yard line today. If we do take out the 100-yard line today, which I think we will, obviously. Like I said, if these are the smartest traders in the world, we got a problem. Okay, so I'm going to put my targets at about 22 pips for a 7 pip stop. I got filled on some limits that I placed earlier, so get to about $1,000 a margin. As we went smashing up, we were getting about $1,500 a margin last night. Cashed out, ended up at about $200 of margin when we got to this climax point here. So this is what I'm talking about. This shelf up here, this vacuum, this hole, this ledge, this zone that goes back. Okay, here's the trade. You're gonna buy. That's what I do. I buy here, buy here, buy here, buy here, buy a lot more here. Why do I buy a lot more here? It's a deeper price that goes lower back. Not as it's buy low. It's buy old lows. Okay. Old highs, sell old highs, buy old lows. Really simple. I think the problem here is that the people that have glommed down to the no nonsense world of like, oh, I could just take a pill. I don't have to do any push-ups to get large pectoral muscles like Ren. Look at the just go through the very amusing. Go through the trade calls and chat. Somebody says, Well, Monday was Aussie Bank Holiday, and GP will always be GP. Euro CAD, ugh, Euro and Pound, Greece all over again. So these people are talking about fundamentals, bank holidays. Bank holidays never stop me from trading, but I think it does the no nonsense people because there's not enough volume. We need volume. Um, so it looks like I'm back with the 99% this week. Somebody says. Feels like I've been in Australian yen and Euro CAD forever, and they haven't moved at all. Now, my question is, what in the fuck are you doing trading those pairs? And if you're expecting them to go somewhere, we have a trend trader here. It's just the pain in here is just unbelievable, dude. Just trade the market. Just get out the euro dollar and just start trading it. Figure out how to do it. Just think simple. Stop with the volume. Stop with the ATR. Stop it. Look at pound Swiss looking nicer for short, but still H10, whatever that is. Well, I got news for you. The pound euro rallied like a motherfucker, okay? So you should probably sell now. Um, British pound bloodbath. Really? You mean it's volatility? I think they call that. And that's called volatility. It's very harsh, that volatility. I'm going to have to place some more buy limits here on the euro. Okay, I'm buying if it drops 2 pips. Yeah, just trade one currency. Ignore the volume. Ignore moving averages. Just trade what you see and get good at it. All the time you spend trying to build an algorithm, trying to build the holy grail in essence, what you're really trying to do. You should just say it. Holy Grail, just start a channel called the Holy Grail. I'm going to buy some more here on this pullback. Just, but this is what it is. See, people are trying to get in the ride somebody else's money too. I think the prop house thing is so appealing, Don't be your own man. Don't be your own person. Go along with the crowd. Here, I'm going to put some high risk trades in. 15 pip stops to make 50 here. I'm just going to load up. Load Z wagon. I like that discount. So I've been accumulating here on pullbacks. No Fibonacci's. We would love it to come down here and buy down here on this side. All my limits are stacked up. I just put another 40K of limits in. Now I'm going to load up. I want to get to $1,000 margin here. I love buying as it drops. Love it. No, more from the wannabe people that want to avoid the risk of losing. Not a good idea. Okay. All right, that's enough. We're still doing this. Get back to our time, yeah. Not to spend it all day sitting on Discord. 1%. This is how we make money. We must get out of the end of this candle anyways. Bloodbath. I survived getting out. What, like a human? You mean just let them stop loss in everyone? Here you go. Here's a classic one. British pound big bank massacre at London opening. I think it's called volatility. It's just volatility, man. It's not it's not good for you. Look at my time zone. He's speaking twice in a day. Here, Powell is speaking twice. It's Powell, not Yellen. Whatever. Just whoever the dumb shit is running the Feds. Powell is speaking twice in a week. What is going to say now that he didn't say Tuesday? And this guy's crying about it. The news is upsetting my charts, I think. That's what the argument there. Well, it's up to you. I still trade pound and euro. I have to close the pound today, though. Or was it Euro news tomorrow? So they're getting out before the news. So somebody made a comment here about, here, U.S. is avoid all week. Okay, you're going to avoid the U.S. dollar all week. Why? Why? Well, because there's news attached to it, and they're manipulating, and the big banks are coming in. It's so cute to look at these people that are just like the first time ever trading. Big boys want to fool gratification monkeys to enter false signals. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, I see the pound Swiss is getting hit because of the news. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a whole day meeting in Ireland, borders and Brexit, then Johnson press conference. Can you think of more excuses not to trade? Can you people on Discord think of more excuses not to trade? Nah, it's already a week old. Disclaimer, I'd like to think we are indicators to each other. Now you're catching on. But your trade call, yeah. Like you said, now here we go. Here is how no nonsense is kind of destroyed people's minds. Like a Scientology OT level 3. But your trade, your call, yeah, like you said, I'd rather have a candle closing half or 3/4 over a new baseline and do some risk management from there. So I'd rather chase, let me translate, I'd rather chase into confirmation. What the hell is wrong with these people? You think some, what the, well, something well, it's way lower today than yesterday, but it still has volume. No, enough. It still has volume enough. I think you gotta have the. What are you using for a volume indicator? But you don't want to trade the guppy pound yen, do you? Well, it's lower than the past 2 weeks. Past 2 weeks. That's right. So we're selling into this. These are trend traders. Guppy. I think the Ferrari is out of gas. The guppy. I mean, here's somebody that might actually be seeing the end of the trend come. Give me an exact pair. What volume indicators are you using? Some guy asks. That's today. Wow. Damn. I said I won't be opening my MT4 today. Well, what discipline? Go trade a demo. You're trading with real money, you're afraid you're going to do a dumb trade. Here we go. I'm a trend trader now, not looking for reversals. I like to surf the candles when there's a good volume and strong, whatever that is. Looks like an acronym for some bullshit. Doesn't matter if I get it in the middle, preferably the second candlestick, as long as I don't get caught in the middle of the 99% versus big banks. You guys seeing the volume on the current candlestick? Wow. I don't think I'm going to let this person manage my money. Just think about everything they just said. All this clusterfuck that no nonsense has fed people. All the toxic bullshit, this piece of shit, no nonsense out there fucking up people's accounts and stuff. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I really want to fucking hit that goddamn scalp. God damn it! Can't you see what I'm doing here? MT4. It's a crime what this no nonsense does, but I'm happier. Like people would say to me when they say I'm full of shit. Oh, we need people like you. We need more goobers. We need more liquidity. So yeah, bring it on. Come on, no nonsense people. I need your liquidity to make my trade fill faster. This complete garbage about 99% versus big banks. What a fucking loser. You're one of these safe space fucks. Oh, President Trump's elected. I'm hiding down. I'm gonna leave the country. Good, get the fuck out of here, dumb shits. Here's my question: if I have a take profit hit, and yet I am in with one half, should I exit this before news? You just have to get a trade plan. I would suggest this person just get a trade plan. Don't worry about the news, or just stay in because it is at BE, break even stop loss, dude. If you're slicing it that thin, you're in too big. I've already closed the pound Australia. Still have pound New Zealand running, but take profit already hit from 4 days ago. One ticket, I imagine. Damn, I closed trade this evening. Just don't enter pound pairs is the one. There's news. Oh, the news. Anyone in pound Swiss? I just don't see the trade calls coming out from anything but people that don't have a clue. My C2 is saying Guppy has reached a consolidation point. I agree. We could see a reversal soon. Oh, don't trade that. Get ready for pound. Get ready for Guppy trying reversal. My exit at C2 tells me it's near an end now, and C1 is giving me greens for the past week. Though I haven't seen the two lines cross, yeah, we're going to wait for those lines to cross because I'm going to ignore price. Don't you understand? I built an algorithm. My signal was 15 candles ago. I'd call it a pullback. I like said yesterday, I had a signal, but it was more than one ATR from BL. That must be baseline. I like this. That's how I pick up girls at the Starbucks. I really like her, but she was driving a Denali and somebody almost ran me over in one yesterday. You know how I feel about black Denalis. Yeah, don't take that. So, yeah, I had a signal, but it was more than one ATR from baseline. So, yeah, get ready to enter today. If you still have a signal to do so, all the other things have to align. Planets need to align for me to pull the trigger. Actually, forget it. I have had the signal for 13 to 14 days, but I was allowed to enter the trend just recently. Allowed. Man, who's not letting you trade this? My algorithm. If VP did not include it in forex news to avoid, then trade as long as your indie tell you to do so. Oh God. We are the Euro group meetings. Are the Euro group meetings something we should be avoiding? I would say just stop trading. Just stack silver coins. Guppy might pull a reverse retail sentiment, our bullish source. IG client retail sentiment choppy news day. Yeah, with all this, I'm afraid to even trade anything. Don't forget to check the RVI for a bridge too far. Oh, the bridge too far. Before placing your trades, it saved me from some bad trades a lot. Did you backtest how many times it saved you from a bad trade a lot? going bad enough is ATM. Something pairs news on Thursday anyways. The news. Oh my God. Some guy says the guppy short continues. That was yesterday at 6 p.m. I actually have the guppy up here. I hope he got out. Because boy, oh boy, when that guppy hit 130, 50, he ricocheted off there and bounced 100 pips. Reversals are tough. Amazing. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. I've had my first trade take profit, and I've two in a Australia New Zealand short trade. Nobody mentions the price of their trades. Some guy's posting stuff from the news. Looks like a girl. Or it's a girl avatar. This is one of these gender dysphoria people. Trade FX. This is from Daily FX. This bullshit from the brokerage firm or the just bullshit. Pound U.S. slides as Merkel says Brexit deal overwhelmingly unlikely. Gonna be news day today. VP. Avoid Brexit. It's the big bank Super Bowl. Oh, big bank Super Bowl. I had 4 setups today. 1 on the pound, 2 on the euro, 2 on the USD, mixed. Decided to close my empty 4 today until nearly closing for tomorrow. Anyone coming out of a pound trade because of some speech tomorrow? Amazing. Here, less than 1 time ATR coming into play should help shift a new option out. Not my money. It seems I am joking. The 1% club tonight. That's 1% risk. Cruel. Amazing. It's just amazing. These are daily pips. Fear and greed in trading. I'd like to see more volume and strength on shorts before pullbacks. You know, for those of us that have to trade every day, we don't have that choice. We just trade what we see. You know, we just have to trade what we see. It looks like we're going up here. I'm buying more. 15 pip stops here, 12 pip stop to make 95 pips. Look at that baby go. This is my last buy in the tick chart. I'm at $600. That's not enough. I gotta hurry up and scramble like a big bank. I gotta get in. Hurry up, get in. It's 2 minutes before 9 o'clock. Come on, man. Don't you know stocks are gonna open? This thing going through the roof? Anyways, we're trying to get to 10 grand in this account, by the way. I'm trying to make money. Did you check your baseline? Check the volume here. Make sure I'm okay to trade this. How much time do people have into avoiding? So what are they doing there over at the No Nonsense Forex? Are they trying to avoid risk? I don't want to. You know, it's like the creed of No Nonsense is that we're not here to make money. We're here not to lose, people. So, Brexit news is coming out. Close your platforms. Step away from the platforms. I guess the hysteria is this Brexit thing. That seems to be a real problem. People just, I'm so afraid of the news. I can't move. Please, somebody help me. Ooh, that must have been what they were talking about. Look at that move on the British pound dollar. Oh man, I don't know. We're still short. Here's the euro. That's a nice trend for you. I've been in that trade for a week. It's hardly moving. Here's a trade you missed. Here's one for no-nonsense people. Here's my giveaway today. Put a sell limit up here, see what happens. Oh, I'm up on the trade. It's crazy. Didn't have to look at my ATR. Didn't have to look at my fucking washing machine. Didn't have to look at the news. Didn't have to look at anything. No, I didn't have to look. I don't know. It's just, it's too simple that way. I kind of like to see if my baseline is above my ATR, is above my, really? Well, why don't you just sell it? We don't sell reversals. Are you fucking paying attention? Oh, I could have bought down here on the stop hunt. I could be long right now, anticipating we're going to blow off this top, obviously. Here was the big buy zone here I marked off, I think. That was a nice accumulation. Here's one. If you're into candlesticks, put a trade on when you see a doji or gravestone. And if it's a small bar, put a very big trade on. It could even be non-directional trade. There's a nice doji. Short, take that down for a little bit. It's a 1 hour chart though. That's not going to work for no nonsense people. We're looking for big candles on a daily. Oh, here's your spinning top you missed. You know, I remember the first time I saw a trade book and I thought, yeah, I like that. I like that hammer. Spinning top. Put a hedge on here. These are 25 pip grid here. Up, 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 up. Instead of looking at ATR percent of one, baseline bullshit, get rid of all the baseline shit. When I saw the baseline, I said, we don't have a trader here. We have a analyst. I'm a market analyst. What happened all to the chief market analysts over in power trading? Ezekiel Stokes went into the real estate business and blew that up too. They said it was a good deal. I bought it. You get in here in a hedge, you're on your trailing stop. They finally stop you out here. You only made 150 pips. You went long here. Okay, you're up 100 pips, 75 pips. No biggie. What do the kids say? No worries. Oh, once again, I'm long this one. I think I talked about buying the. I talked about the hedging at dojis, and I talked about buying in here. And my buy limits here did not get filled. No fill. I'm looking for a break of this. I'm holding long. I'm looking for it to fill this void. I'll be cashing out into that. What else? Pound Swiss. The poor people. 28 pairs. So here's what Don Nonsense's crime is, and I think he should be impeached. His crime is leading people into bullshit, into total bullshit. His fake news about big banks, all this stuff is just such bullshit. Big banks. Big banks versus goobers. It's so retarded. I'm buying more at the market here on my channel. I'm going to get up to about $1,000 of margin here coming into the opening of the Dow Jones. Dow Jones opens up in a few minutes. I just don't get it. I guess I get it. No, I get it. 124,000 subscribers, and he's on Spotify. So what happens is people are driving their car, they listen to him, they go, sounds like a nice gentleman. He's saying, oh, they're out to get you again. He's like Peter Schiff. He's like this Shifty Schiff from the Oversight Committee, which was invented a few years ago. And just more conspiratorial bullshit. The people they love it. Oh, you mean it's really not my fault? It's the big banks? Yeah, it's just Trying to get to $1,000 of margin here with various stops. So yeah, go ahead. Go on with your bad self, no nonsense people. We need more traders on the platform. We need. It's great. And then the no nonsense guys like, yeah, well, this could all go away. Yeah, I know they're going to stop making food too. And some guy in the comments says, well, my broker just went to MT5. Yeah, because MT5 was invented for the United States. Because if you go on MT5, like MT5 was the United States. Before forex blew up, so MT5 would have, because that was with the hedging thing, with the whole hedging thing and the whole, and of course they've stripped the, even if you download a brand new version of MT4, there are no scripts in there. If it wasn't for the fact that I started trading 10 years ago, I'd never even know what a fucking script is, because there was a script originally. There was one script in MT4. It was a pending script. It was a drag and drop pending. And it said, it might have been a double click. No, it was a double click, and it said 100, it was some dumb shit trade, like a sell stop 100 pips below. Pending order. And then I found, okay, how do I do a market order double click? And then how do I do a stop entry? And how do I do a limit entry? And then I'll never forget the excitement I found when I did my first code edit, where I took this pending phrase that said place an order deep, and I wonder if I copy that, will it do 2 tickets? And it did, and I thought, eureka, now we're talking. I can write a script to capture a plunge in the market, go to sleep. I don't care about baselines. I don't care about a third of a candle. I don't care about ATR. I care about the range of each bar. I care about volatility. I don't care about ATR 14. So, yes, here they all come rushing in. All the goobers and gooberettes come rushing into no nonsense. I get it. And my fixation with it is, I remember when I used to think like that, and the cruelty of saying, go to the gym, get some muscles, get your hair cut, get a good job, and you're going to find Miss Lovely, and you're going to get married, and you're going to make 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and you're going to live happily ever after. Now, what if I want to change my sex and join the prison guards union? This is my bliss is there. But I know this is the kind of set you out there. The landscape's changed, I think, for getting married, at least prenuptial. If you can afford attorneys, you can afford to get married. I'm almost in my $1,000 margin. Let me go back to the real-time chart here. As we make a run for the northern border into the opening of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or the stock markets at large, all the trading, U.S. markets open, and that is when the wheels come off this puppy in both directions. If you're risk adverse, don't trade. I found the solution for me is to trade one currency, come up with a 5 pip stop and a 50 pip stop, and all stops in between, targets from 100 to 95, targets that are 3 pips, and these are all market orders I'm talking about right now. I wrote all those scripts. These are all trade plans. I'll put a link to the master file there. So I put a link because there's like 55 people following this. The only bug in there is if you go to the cloud trading, you have to double check and make sure that it says price instead of mode inside of the Hakanashi, which is the HAS, Hakanashi Smooth, that stands for. All those different variations of that are, you have to check, and somehow I overwrote the old bad code on some of that. So But unless you're really going to strictly cloud trade, that's an algo, so to speak. Um, so you just kind of have to, I think, for me, because I did what I think all these no nonsense people have been down that road of like, maybe if I just, a bridge too far meets a candle too wide meets, oh, you ever seen equal volume candles where they're fat if there's more volume? There's an indicator for you. Equal volume charts. Go look at Visual Trader. Visual Trader is the most complicated indicator. It's so heavy that you need a fast computer for it. It looks amazing. You can place orders on your RSI. You can literally place a buy limit on RSI at whatever value you want. Amazing. Visual Trader. So that was back when, and there was only like 2 brokers that had that software. There's also tons of software beyond MT4. There's got to be 10 trading platforms. There's probably still Aspen Graphics. There's probably still CC. When we were trading commodities, we were trading CCG. I think was the. I had ProQuote. Does anybody remember ProQuote? All this stuff. So I'm just saying, at 61 years old, after looking at everything and doing all that stuff, and it came down to saying, am I prepared to lose $1 here? Is it worth my effort to press this button? When I found out I could just double click something, I was like, wow. Before I had scripts, I was looking for double click software. There's only a few brokers that even had double click. And FXCM, their double click was actually, you could have a stop. You could choose a stop, you could just double click your way to madness and trade at the market. But like I said, my introduction to limit orders was when they kept stopping out of New Zealand, because New Zealand looked like such a good trade. Yeah, because the spread's so wide, that the drama in the market is so big. Another reason why people get sucked into these outlandish exotic currency pairs like pound Swiss and all that, because, well, look at it's triggering. It's triggering my signals. Yeah, I know, because the spread's wide and it's illiquid market. You're getting drama because it's a thin market. There's nobody in it. So this whole no nonsense thing about don't go where the popular people are is another fucking retarded thing. Okay, I just heard a guy. There's so much bullshit on the news. There's so much Marxist shit floating in people's heads. They regurgitated that. I heard a guy say that, they don't want the big box stores to come to town because it's wiping out the little guy. Okay, listen. That's bullshit. The big box store is what brings the customers to the little box store. Got it? Besides the little box guy, when he runs out of supplies, he goes to the big box store. I mean, come on, man. Oh no, it's that big oil at big box stores? What? It's just so stupid. But, this is what it's been going on for years. These fucking libtards with their victimhood. That's what no nonsense is. Libtard victimhood trading. In fact, he should just rename it. It's pathetic. I want to get to $1,000 of margin, so I'm just going to go in here with my rape a date tickets, 12, 15 pip stops. What I'm trading here, all these scripts are, if you go dig through the link there, if you open up that Hightail site, you'll see dates that are newer than this, MT4. And those are in here. So here's my big kahuna, 50 pip stop to make 100. Then I'm just going to top this off to $1,000 of margin, sit back, and wait for the Dow Jones to open. It's asking me, do you really want to do that? Because the broker's kind of slow. Their servers are slow, so I'm double-clicking so fast that it's asking, it's waiting to execute, and I'm trying to execute. There, $1,000 of margin. So let's see if we get to 10 grand here by the end of the day. I would say that it's Wednesday, and I'm looking to go crushing the bears. We're going to go up, up, and away in our beautiful trading balloon. And it's a crime what it is. Impeach, no nonsense, is what I'm telling you. This is the pullback I suspected we would get. We would not make a straight line as I predicted. We were not going to do a bum rush through this 100-yard line without some pullback. And we got it here on the 4-hour chart. Okay? No Fibonacci needed, no volume indicators, no baseline, no ATR. So it's total nonsense forex. All he's doing is taking you down the Goober Highway, a different highway. It's still the Goober Highway. In fact, he's made it worse. He has made it worse for people. Go to Discord. Do you see anybody telling, oh, dude, I'm doing so good in this trade. 6,000 members in Discord. Where's all the bragging rights? And people are bragging about, I backed this thing, you should see it. It's amazing. What are you, Bernie Sanders? What's going on out there, man? I love it. I laugh all the way to the fucking bank. Bring the goobers. Come on, no nonsense. Go to my brokers. Get on my broker's site. We need some tickets. We need to stop hunt you. Oh my God, it's so pathetic. Anyways, we've got 14 minutes left for the market opens here, and then we should see the wheels come off. And of course, I'm cashing out along the way here. Look, I just cashed out. My margin just went down below 1,000, so I think I'm gonna add one more high risk trade to this. I'm going to double click and get in another ticket. In fact, I'm going to just go a little bit heavy. Now here's a controversial 35 to make 22, 35 pip stop to make 22 pips, because you know what? I want to make some money on the way to my big target. Oh, please. I'm just saying, man, trust me. You don't have to trust me. Nobody does, but I noticed that a lot too. So, if you really think that all of your calculations and baselines, and now he's going to go off and trade metals. What? You can't even trade forex. You've just admitted it. Well, you need to get your hand in other things, and if that doesn't, listen to no nonsense. If that doesn't work out, then what I do is I do this. What are you, fucking Ned Flanders? What the fuck is with this guy? What a putz pussy. He could be a transgender. But no, it just irks me. I mean, he triggered me so bad. There's nobody else that does that. Everybody else that does that is telling you, okay, here's my indicator. Go watch Trader Nick. How come Trader Nick doesn't have 100? I don't know. Does he have 125? Go look at yeah, the only thing No Nonsense isn't doing is offering some $5,000 course. My broker. This is coming out of the islands. This broker, so disconnections all day long here. I gotta change the ringtone for that disconnect. That's just so brutal. I got chocolate on my tablet here. Please hold. I think I'm addicted to chocolate. Yeah, they're disconnecting me because of the they don't want me to make money. The big banks disconnecting me. I go to my other broker. Let's see how much my trade. This is why you want more than one broker too. There we go. Just got reconnected. I think it's sad, but this, you can't stop the lemmings. You can't stop this, man. This search for the Holy Grail is going to go on until people die. I just think he should just tell people straight out, what I'm doing is so harebrained. You can join me if you want to. Because if he was killing it, if he was going to go get it, wouldn't he say, well, here's the trade I'm in. Here's my PAM account. Here's my VP. Here's what our brokerage firm's doing. Here's what I did. Here's the market call I made. Here's my stop. Here is my exit. Do you see him trading a demo account or a real account? Do you see him even in a demo going, well, this is the trade I'm in? No, because he can't do it. Who could do it with all those filters? Well, she's got to have blonde hair, brown eyes. That's not going to work for me. Can she get her eyes changed? Just she got those contact lenses in there? Because, I just can't. Unless you have blue eyes, I'm just not going to. How old are you again? Looking for the perfect setup. I don't know. The pound pairs are just, the news is coming out, and I don't know. Yeah, because you don't have a trade plan for volatility. You're a trend trader. My indicators are designed to reveal, to show me the trend I want to see. So I always get my, that should be my prenuptial. What do you go onto the altar there and you say, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor. How about the prenuptials? I'll pick out your clothes for you every day. If you pack on some pounds, I got some striped clothes you can wear. Visually, kind of helps. It's kind of like putting raincoat. Put some raincoat on you, baby. Just get a little chubby there. Oh my God. 9 minutes till stocks open. Till cash markets. There's a recession coming, man. I can't trade. How did this guy ever? VP here. Yeah, don't ask me any questions. If you even have the thought of asking me a question, please go to my videos, and it's probably already been asked and answered. It's like a real politician. Oh, it's been asked. No comment. No comment. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm on my way to the Ukraine right now. Ukraine, wow. Those chicks are hot over there. When are we going to start importing these Ukrainian babes? Have you been burned by Biden? Call me. Maybe I should go to Ukraine and on all the bathroom stalls in the women's. I can go in the women's room now, right? Because don't they have that thing where you're allowed to go? It doesn't matter. I'm a chick today. If you've been burned by, or how about anywhere? Go to Britain, go to London, in some pub in the bathroom, the girls' bathroom. Have you been burned by Brexit? Call me. I'm gonna buy some more. I'm kind of giddy about this trade. Okay, approach and avoidance. This is how many times we've been up here? This is like, you know what I'm going to say? This looks like it's ranging. Trend, range, back to trend. How do you do it? Easy. Incremental risk. Nickel and dime myself to death. I'm going up against the big smart money here. Them big banks. He's got a million views on the big banks. This is the victimhood. This is the safe space shelters, all these. And I'm suspecting millennials. I don't see people 50 years old. Maybe there are. They're kind of sick of their day job. Could be a prop trader. Look at this tick chart go. Look at this puppy. They're chomping at the bit to. The smart money's chomping at the bit to pop this cork here. Take this account to $11,000 today. Look, they're just rearing up. If you ever want to babysit the market, babysit it between 9:25 and 9:35, and you'll see fireworks, because when the cash opens up, stocks open up, equities, derivatives, what is it? The people are in stocks for the. I have a friend who's been in the stock market for ages. He won't get out. You know why? He owns Coca-Cola. He won't get out. He doesn't want to pay taxes. He's up so big. The dividends is where he's making money. That's why people are in the market. The dividends pay more than the Swiss franc deposits and the Swiss. And it just occurred to me why people would put their money in the Swiss currency. Because, well, maybe not anymore. But the appeal was the Swiss bank account. Yes, I have a Swiss bank account. My name's not on it. It's just a number, kind of like a Bitcoin number. Yeah, the Bitcoin's the new Swiss bank account, basically. It's just a number. Not attached to me in any way. 5 minutes to the Dow Jones opens. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. You know, without a algorithm. My algorithm is real simple. Buy low, sell high. Pick a stop. I'm in 250K here waiting for the opening of the Dow Jones to make me rich. And guess what? If the market slams down, I'll lose $1,000. If it goes up, I'll make $2,000. It's all right. Not. Some guy said, and he was right in the comments. Said the latest no nonsense. Something about if you're worried about risking money, you should be trading or something like that. Oh, he said if you're looking for something consistent like your day job, just keep your day job. Yeah, of course. And people want to make this like it's a job. Like I showed up to work today, and you can make it a job, but it's not the kind of job where you're going to get paid every minute. Maybe you're just waiting to get filled on a ticket. Maybe you're waiting to get cashed out on a take profit. It's the waiting game. So my tequila guy, very smart guy, even though he's pickled his brain with tequila, he said years ago when we were trading at FXCM, he said, this is a waiting game. I said, yeah, I think so. Waiting to get stopped out or waiting to get take profits or waiting to get pending ordered in. 3 minutes until stock's open here. I'm going to put some buy limits in that are 2 pips deep. We could rip back just when stock's open. We'll see what happens. That's the reason why I really like trading is because never a dull moment. And I am a risk taker. Or I wouldn't be on YouTube bitching. Okay. Peter Pan never answered my, who the fuck is he? Peter Pan's channel has no content, by the way. The people that troll without content are the worst. Okay. 2 minutes till stocks. I'm putting my sneaker 2 pips deep, 8 hours. So I'm really in love with the 8-hour scripts because I don't have to keep on refreshing. I'm not seeing the drama that I want where I can get filled on my 15 to 35 pips deep in 8 hours. We have not seen that yet. I maybe filled at 15. This idea of putting in the, and it is in here, the 25 pips apart, 3 tickets with 100 pips stop for 12 hours. That's a guppy trade. That's probably never going to fill that whole bank. I don't think the market's going down 75 pips in 12 hours on the euro dollar anytime soon here. That's fine with me because the spread's tight and the spread's sitting here at a 1/4 pip. So round turn on this, I'm under 1/2 pip right now. If I pull the trigger for my commissions and spread included, that's pretty good. It's like what? Because I can make the 3 pips and I'm only paying like 20% shipping and handling. Okay, stocks are about to open up. 20 seconds for cash. Here comes the volatility. The bulls are chomping at the bit. And then 5 minutes after that, I'm going to go get an omelet. So let this puppy take off on a rant here. Go down to the restaurante. A Greek omelet, please. No ham. I'm so easily irritated. Maybe because I'm old, but the waitress will say, no gyro or no gyros, no meat. Um, did I misspeak? I said, can I get a Greek omelet, no ham? Oh, you don't want meat on it? Is ham meat? I know they're just checking, but I don't have any tolerance for that. Okay, there you go. Stock's been open for 35 seconds here. 5 minutes after these first 5 minutes that the stock's open, the robots and the people in the 5 minute chart, all robots are trade plans that have been programmized. That's all it is. Okay. But yeah, no nonsense. 28 pairs. I already knew the whole time that when that guy started his thing, and I came across it. I didn't go looking for that. It came up on my radar. I think I did a forex search one day, and here comes. Hi, this is VP from No Nonsense Forex. We got a problem. Right there, my scam radar turned on here. Hi there. The Ronco trader. They're still pulling back here, so maybe I will get filled on some more of my limits I just put in. Now I'm buying on limits. Again. We're 1 minute into the stocks open. Come on, smartest traders in the world. Oh, not enough people on it. We got to stop out the retail guys. And of course, all the big banks are talking to each other on a big conference call. How many retail traders you stop hunt this morning? You have no idea. Guy from Citibank's talking to the guy from Bank of America. Wait to see what we're going to do to him later on. We trick him. We're going to trick those algo monkeys. We're going to take that baseline up, and we're going to increase the volume. And you're going to see them feast upon that entry, and then we're going to reverse it on them, see? That's what we're going to do today, because we're big banks. Oh, my God. Anyways, it's omelet time. Step away from the algos, people. It's not helping.